Hi, everyone. There we go. I'll have to check that. Okay. How's everyone doing on this Monday of Mondays? And activate. There we go. Why is everything on the wrong window? Oh, I do not like that at all. Let's make sure. Perfect. There we go. Happy Monday, guys. It is Monday. In world news, Iran said no to a ceasefire that was proposed by 3 countries and presented to them and the United States. And they're like, no. And it's so hard. Like, it's so hard for me to blame them. Really, it is. It's super difficult because they were the ones that were attacked. And I don't know. It's quite annoying. Honestly, it's quite annoying. What are you ready for, Monida? Oh, I think I know what you were saying. Okay. Hello, everybody, as you are coming in. Okay. Well, I mean, yes, Golden. It is definitely Trump's fault for starting this attack and whatnot. That I absolutely agree with you on. And let's not forget the government of Israel. They assisted. It's just so. Oh, hi. There shouldn't be another one. Like, he's not on yet. In fact, I need to make sure of something. All right. We'll find out, Ash. It's always a toss-up. And it depends on what you define as good. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to fix something else real quick. Oh my God, guys, radical ideas. Larry thinks he's so smart. Radical Democrats drove out the moderate Democrats and independent with radical ideas. What radical ideas? What's radical? Thank you, Andy. Guys, over on TikTok, if we can focus on the gift gallery, my gift gallery is much easier this week. So if we can light that up, I would totally appreciate you guys a lot. Radical placentas. I agree, Sparky. I agree. The moon is not a real, I mean, the moon is not a planet, for one. So, I mean, that would be true. You know what I mean? That would be true. Hi, everybody. All right. As you guys come in on TikTok, be sure to double tap the screen and bring the likes up. On YouTube, and well, Twitch doesn't have that. But on YouTube, what you do is you hit the like button up at the top. That's what you do. That's what you do there. Pluto is supposed, I have opinions about Pluto. I grew up, like, I was that generation of people learning that indeed, guess what? Pluto is a planet. And then, like, halfway through knowing this, they change it. They're like, no. Radical Placenta, lesser known metal band. Is it really a metal band though? I could see that actually. bands come up with weird names. That is very true. So I could definitely see it. So yeah. Everyone saying hello to each other in the chat is great. I love you guys. You're great. You're hilarious. I gotta remember how to set this in my ear. Guys, I have these new headphones and I'm still not sure I like them entirely, so bear with me. That's why the phone lines aren't open just yet. Just because I'm trying to do some things. Okay, and there we go. Let's see. That is on. We'll find out if this person's here or not. Ooh, that's new. Hi, welcome in Raiders from Aslan. Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You're on the panel. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I take
Can
that
you
as
hear
a
me?
no. They sat in there for a minute too, so that must have been it. Okay. Hi, Raiders from Aslan. Okay. Let me see. We can follow along on some news. How about Donald Trump calling people a slur 3 times in a row? You could hear him? Buckets. No, that's I don't see why. Everything Trisha, can you come up?
Hey.
Why?
So,
Oh.
yeah, we could hear him.
There we go. I fixed it. That was easy.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, good.
I know what happened. My bad, guys. Thanks, Trisha. I love you.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay. My
What up?
mistake. Hi. How old are you?
36.
Awesome. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
More than the other side, for sure.
Okay. That's an odd choice of statement. What specifically has Donald Trump done that has earned your support?
How could you vote for Kamala?
Sir, what
I
year are
don't
we
like
in?
Trump.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Let's try this. We are in the year 2026, correct?
Yeah.
And remind me when the election was? The last presidential?
2024.
2024. November of 2024, right?
Correct.
So it's been a year and a half. Kamala Harris has not been politically relevant since literally November 6, 2024, when she said, I concede the results of the election, right? So literally a year and a half. She is irrelevant.
Here's my point. How can you get behind a party that lied, saying that Biden is on top of his game for at least the second half of his presidency, maybe beyond? They put him up on the debate stage, completely fumbles, and then all of a sudden they put Kamala up. Nobody voted for her. There was no kind of primaries.
You're in the United States, right?
What?
You are in the United States, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You have like that Northwestern Canadian border accent. So that's why I wanted to make sure. So
Minnesota.
Yeah, other states have the accent too. So it's not just Minnesota. Anyway, so do you remember when Joe Biden dropped out of the election or out of the race?
Around June.
Incorrect.
June.
Incorrect. July 21st. Do you know when?
That's pretty close to June.
Incorrect. 21 days is not close to June. That's close to August. Once you are closer to another month, you are no longer closer to the following month, right? Like that's August more than anything else, okay?
Do the
So,
months go June, July, August? Like that's pretty close.
okay. Do you know when the DNC requires their candidates by, the list of candidates by, for the
I
delegates to
don't
vote on?
I don't care. Like they lied
Oh,
about
okay.
him
So,
being
shushies. Here, I'm going to break this down to you. Okay? The DNC required to know the name of the candidates for their delegates to vote on and throw their weight behind by July 31st. July 31st. It is literally physically impossible for any political party to conduct a nationwide primary in 10 days. I hope that helps. So, again, it's still irrelevant to me asking you why you still support Trump in 2026. Stop living in 2024. It's odd. Now you can unmute. So, can
that
you
doesn't
live
change
in
the
the
fact
year
that
2026? Yes or no?
yeah, I think I'm living in
Cool. So
2026
then,
right now.
what has Donald Trump done to earn your continued support?
He's not the lying left.
Okay, he's just a lying right person, right? Because he's lying about being cognitively healthy because he's making the same exact fumbles that you are yelling about Joe Biden for.
No. See, yeah, I don't,
Is it
you don't.
Iceland or Greenland? Because Donald Trump doesn't know the difference. He called it Iceland 3 times after calling it Greenland. Donald Trump couldn't even look over to the left to see where his wife was standing right next to him yesterday. Or I guess that was today, technically. Sorry. He looked over and was like, "Where's my wife?" And she was standing right next to him. Sir,
Okay.
he is not all there.
But see, the thing is, like with you people,
Bye. You can't live in reality. I'm so tired. Like, I'm honestly so confused why I have to keep rehashing the 2024 election. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he still doesn't know that he's the president of Puerto Rico. Can you turn down the stream in the background? Awesome. Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
40.
40. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Everything except the war.
Okay. So what specifically has Donald Trump achieved what specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his 14 months back in office that's earned your continued support?
I mean, I like his stance on trying to get immigrants, maybe illegal immigrants, out of here. I think it'll help open up the jobs, less job competition.
Has our unemployment rate reflected that?
I mean, our unemployment rate doesn't necessarily reflect it, but no, but you can't say that there's not job competition. They come here seeking jobs that could otherwise go to citizens. Now, whether those citizens want to work them, mind you, might be a factor, like low-end factory work, farming, et cetera, et cetera.
Gotcha. So you just moved your own goalpost on what we were talking about. That's odd.
How did I move the goalpost?
How?
Yeah, because they still compete for those kinds of jobs. Like to suggest that Americans or U.S. citizens don't work the same kind of jobs that illegal immigrants do.
I didn't say that, did I?
No, but my point still stands: is if they are here illegally working, they're taking jobs from American citizens. It's just a simple fact.
No, I see. My personal opinion is why don't we punish the companies that are hiring people under the table? Because if
That would
those
be
if those jobs didn't exist, right? If the companies didn't offer jobs to immigrants who don't have working status, then they wouldn't come here to work. So, what I'm saying is, I don't understand why we don't criminalize or follow our laws that already say it's illegal for a company to hire an undocumented citizen, or sorry, not citizen, undocumented immigrant for a job that could go to a US citizen.
No, I definitely agree. I definitely agree that you should hold the big corporations. And I know you
Cool.
guys don't typically like
Why isn't the
territorial
Department of
manipulation.
Justice doing that right now?
I mean, how do they enforce it? How do they know? And I'll give you it's an anecdotal
Wait,
situation, but it's
wait.
still
No, no,
related to it.
I don't do anecdotes, so you can already squash that. Okay. How do they know? Well, if ICE or DHS, right, whichever, whatever agency under DHS is performing their raids and they find an unauthorized immigrant working at a job, why don't they forward that along to the Department of Justice for the Department of Justice to file charges?
I mean, I don't know why they don't do it. They
Yeah.
should. But I guess my question is why the concept of DHS and ICE isn't new. You had, I don't know how old you are, but you had INS agents back in the day that did the exact same thing that ICE does now,
I'm
and
aware of
they
that.
fell under the DHS. So what's the big issue with what Trump's doing in regards to immigration and with ICE specifically? Like, why does everybody hate them now? Because they're doing the same thing INS did, and the fear was just
Oh,
the
they're
same back
doing
then
the
as it is
exact
today.
same thing, just to be clear.
They're going out and taking people the
So
same way they
you
did
said they're
back
doing
then.
the same thing. Okay. Please tell me what United States citizen was shot and killed by the Department of Homeland Security agencies anytime prior to this administration. A United States citizen shot and killed in our streets and recorded
I'll look it up for
for
you.
peacefully protesting.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Pulling it up. Let's see. So I'm slow at typing, so forgive me.
Oh, you're fine.
So you had back in the 1980s.
Okay, what's the name?
Let's see. It was initiatives. So the INS initiative was Project Jobs in '82 specifically. They conducted aggressive raids in factories. And then you had
What's the name of the person that was shot and killed by an INS agent?
it doesn't have it listed. Hold on, let me go to the link for it. There we go. So courthousenews.com is one of them. It's got like 5 different ones, so bear with me. How the hell can I scroll? Berkeleyside.org. Berkeley.
Okay, what's the name of the
Again, it
person
doesn't
that
give
was
me
killed?
it doesn't give me the exact name of the person. It just says known as. I was like, why not? INS known as Flamingo. That's what NIS was known as. And it doesn't give you a specific name.
Okay, so I'm going to do berkeleyside.org, INS shot and killed peaceful protester. Oh, the last time that this happened, and this is according to Berkeleyside, was 1969, and that's actually police. So, and the only other time that I find from Berkeley side is from March 2025, where they shot a chemical weapon in someone's face.
Okay.
So where can I find where INS or a DHS agency shot and killed a United States citizen that was involved in a peaceful protest?
I don't know if they were involved in a peaceful protest, but to say that ICE or NIS haven't had in custody deaths.
Sir, that was the original question that I asked. Yes, in custody deaths have happened under every administration. That's not what I'm complaining about, because I can acknowledge that has happened under every administration previously. That's why I specifically asked about United States citizens involved in peaceful protests being shot and killed by a DHS agency or INS.
In peaceful protests, I think you'd probably have. It wasn't even INS or ICE; it was the military. But the last time somebody that I can recall that was shot for protesting would have been like back when Martin Luther King was alive, and that in maybe Kent State. But again, that wasn't ICE.
So not the Department of Homeland Security or INS, the people that perform the immigration things before ICE existed as an agency. Got it.
True, still a government faction though.
No, it's separate.
The
Again,
military is
it's
not a government faction. So
it's
okay if the military shoots and kills
separate.
citizens.
Do you see how you're trying to move your own goalposts, even though I set my standard at the start?
Yes, very specifically in peaceful protests, maybe not so much, but the government still has a history of unaliving its citizens. That's not a new concept.
Okay. Do you understand how you've moved the goalpost, yes or no, and how I'm not engaging in you moving the goalpost? You are supposed to be staying in line with our talk on immigration. Right now, you are being disingenuous and interacting in bad faith.
Are immigration officers part of the U.S. government?
Sir.
They are.
Sir.
Yes or no?
Sir.
You won't engage because you know you're wrong.
No, sir, because you are engaging currently in bad faith.
The point that I was pushing
Okay,
was
bye.
government agency.
If you can't engage in what I'm talking about, immigration, then I am not going, like when we were talking about immigration, your topic of choice, I'm not speaking to you on it anymore. You are engaging in bad faith. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
No, sir, because you are engaging currently.
Okay. Turn the stream off in the background.
In what?
Yeah. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yuppie, yuppie.
How old are you?
91.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Dumb bitch.
Oh, okay. Is that supposed to insult me? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi. Yeah, I'm there.
Awesome. How old are you?
20. Oh shit, 28. Sorry, it's me because.
You're fine. It doesn't bother me any. Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I feel like I'm 50-50 on it. If anything, I feel like I was in support of his previous policies of like deporting immigration. I feel like his numbers aren't as good as they should be. If anything, I feel like more people should be getting deported. Especially
Okay. Have a good day. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi. How old are you?
22.
Awesome. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
You say that again? Hold on, sorry.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I don't support anybody.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one. Guys, if you are new here, be sure to hit that follow, hit that subscribe button, depending on which platform you are on. If you are watching on TikTok, be sure to be double tapping that screen and sending some likes, and go ahead and clear out this gift goal. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, kid. Turn down the stream in the background. Okay.
Depending on
Thank
which
you for calling the
platform you
stream. Are you
If
there?
you're watching on TikTok, be sure to pick up
I'm here.
Turn down the
and
stream in
sending
the background.
And go ahead and clear out this gift goal. I appreciate it.
Is that better?
Yes. How old are you?
49.
Awesome.
49. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
What specifically has Donald Trump achieved in his 14 months back in office that has earned your continued support?
For one, he has brought some rationale to sports, especially around transgender act being.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
20?
You said you're 20?
Yep.
Okay. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Penis. Penis, 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 penis.
Huh? I have no idea what that was. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
You're a child. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
We're going to street. Are you?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
27.
Okay, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I would say yes.
Okay, why specifically?
Well, with any president, I think there's pros and cons. I just think overall there's more pros and cons with supporting him.
Really?
So,
List the cons
yeah,
first for
so
me, please.
the cons?
Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure I pull up something and I'll type everything out as you
Sure.
are going along. What are the cons?
I would say the cons would probably be he would be more lenient towards the richer side of America, so he would give them tax breaks along with giving other people tax breaks whenever he does. The Iran war is a big one, and then another one would be, see, those are like the main ones I disagree with. Oh, probably the Epstein files, but so yeah, those are the three big ones.
Okay. What are the pros?
So the pros, I would say, is getting the border under control because 11 million immigrants coming in under one term is
Just
just
keep going
unsustainable
down your
for
list. You don't
the
need to
country.
expand upon it. Let's just stick to your
Okay.
list. I'm literally typing them out. If you want to go into each point,
Okay.
we can. But just keep on the
I
list, okay?
think deregulation of the oil industry is good for the American economy. I think, yeah, so deregulation of the oil industry. He's more pro, I would say, businesses. So he's like would give, smaller businesses tax breaks,
Keep
even
going.
bigger
Again, you
businesses.
don't have to expand upon it. I just want it short bullet points, okay?
Okay, so also I'm religious, so I would say I don't agree with abortion. So that's a pro for me, even though others wouldn't see it that way.
Okay, next.
Yeah, those are like the main ones he kind of focuses on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, also for there's one more. I think attacking Venezuela is a positive because I think hitting BRICS. I don't think an isolationist policy would work. I think hitting back at BRICS is important.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
So on your cons, lenient to rich people. Yes, absolutely. We already know he did that one. That's not what you were supposed to do. How about the death of 4 United States citizens by ICE and DHS?
So on that, I'm not agreeing with that. Like I disagree with that. I do think there is
So those are
like
cons, right?
yeah, that would be a con, but I think like you have deaths, like there's outlying deaths with police fatalities and like stops and stuff like that. And I think most of those came from people putting themselves in danger due to protests and harassing ICE. So it just created an unsafe environment
How was
due
Keith
to
Porter
the
Jr.
stigmatization.
Shush. How was Keith Porter Jr. Harassing ICE?
Is that which one is that one?
You haven't heard of him?
Well, I don't if you tell me about the situation, I might have. I just don't remember the name specifically.
Sure. Keith Porter Jr. was shot in the back by an ICE officer as he was walking back into his house or walking through his backyard to his house.
I don't know the context for that one, but I guess I would say I disagree with that.
Hmm.
So again, I don't think he like Trump specifically is responsible for each of these. I mean, I think it's just
No,
like
but that
it
one got
also could
buried
just be on
under
the
the
ICE
rug,
agent.
and the ICE agent, as far as we know, isn't being held responsible in any way, shape, or form. Similar enough to the ICE agent that shot Marimir Martinez 5 times and then bragged about it in text messages, and DHS filed
Yeah.
charges against her, and then he still got to retire just fine.
So I would say I disagree with those instances. I'm not too familiar with the context, so I would say I disagree with them. But like, if you take the devil's advocate, like, would you rather have 11 million immigrants come in one term and not
Where
to
can
have
I
a
find
secure
that 11
border,
million?
or well, that's like the figure I see that
I'm
came in
sorry.
under Biden.
Oh, yeah, where? Where can I find that 11 million?
That's just what I've seen online. I can
Like
look it up real quick.
where? Yeah, and are you saying they came into the country, right?
Yeah. I
Where
mean,
can
that's
I
just what
find the
ChatGPT
11
says. I'm
million
not too sure.
crossings?
Yeah, I think it includes multiple instances of the same person, but I still think 11 million instances is a lot.
11 million
It's
instances
just
of what?
unsustainable of people getting
Hmm.
like
Oh, are
I
you
think
talking about
the instances of the border.
encounters?
Yeah, encounters.
What are the 3 things that make up encounters?
Not too sure. I think there's just people that get turned away, people that cross, and then I'm not too sure about the other one.
Yeah, so apprehensions, expulsions, and denials of entry, right? So that means people that are met at the southern border, told no, people that are found within 100 miles of the southern border and sent back. And then same with like everything else. Like encounters are people that were caught or found to not be eligible to enter the United States and not allowed into the country.
Okay.
Yeah. And even then,
But
it's not 11 million, it's 8.4 million.
do you still agree that like millions of people coming in
They didn't come in,
illegally is
sir.
just unsustainable?
They didn't come in,
No,
sir. If they were encountered, they weren't allowed into the country.
no, but not just the ones that were encountered, just like the ones that weren't even encountered, just off estimates of like millions of people coming in. You don't
What's
think
the
millions of
number of
people
million?
came in?
What's the number of millions of people that came in?
Okay, even if it's not 11 million, you don't think it's in the millions?
What's the number of million of people that came in? What number am I looking for? What's the number before the word millions?
Not too sure, if I'm frankly honest with you. Like,
Do
you
you
don't think
understand?
it should be put under like control though?
Sir, it
I know it's
was
a
under
popular
control. I
it's a
don't like I don't
popular
really know what like
topic.
see yeah, I know because everything else Donald Trump is doing is honestly bad and that's kind of obvious when this is the only thing that people want to talk about.
No, I
And
think closing the border was a popular topic
oh,
in
the border
general in
is
America
closed. How was the border
during the
closed and
election.
when was it opened?
Well, it's more secure now. It's like not as
Oh,
easy
so
to
it's
come in.
not closed. Can you stop saying things you can't prove?
You're awesome.
So you don't think that it's more secure now than it was before?
No, sir. Just less people are coming. That doesn't mean that it's more
Okay.
secure. It just literally means that fewer people are coming. That doesn't equal security.
Okay, so even if it's due to rhetoric or just more agents at the border, you don't think that less illegals coming in is a
Again,
popular
people that are
stance?
allowed into the country are not illegal. they are legal and authorized to be here if they are let into the country. Similar enough
I'm
to
okay with
everybody
that.
okay, hold on. Similar enough to everybody that complains about catch and release, it's because they didn't understand what catch and release was. Catch and release meant people were encountered they were stopped, they talked to CBP officers, they were given a court date if they needed one for their immigration hearing, and then they were allowed into the country, legally allowed to be here. That's what catch and release is. And you guys talk to everybody like it's a bad thing. Like somehow, when it's catch and release, if somebody, let's say, is claiming asylum, that they have to wait in ICE detention or CBP detention facilities for an untold amount of time, which actually is honestly breaking the law, before coming into the country for their court date. That could be 2 or somewhere between 2 to 10 years before they even know if they're going to be a citizen of the United States, right? Or if they're going to be allowed to be a legal permanent resident within the United States.
So I looked it up.
And
It
that's
said
illegal.
on Google it says due to CSI estimates, it was like 6.7 million illegals came in
Nope,
during
even
Biden's presidency.
CSI is not a primary source. A primary source would be the Department of Homeland Security agency.
Okay, so let me look.
Even according to
What makes them
them,
not
it's
a primary source?
3.3.
Wait, why can't the secondary source be reliable?
You said CSI or CIS?
It's one of two. I have to look it up again. I think it's CIS.
CIS, yes, Center for Immigration Studies, which was started by a oh my God, somebody that believed in the master race being white people. You're literally quoting a white nationalist organization.
I don't agree with his views, but I don't think ad homs should be used to debunk their methods.
Sir, that's not an ad hominem. What is an ad hominem?
It's attacking their personal beliefs instead of the study itself and how it's conducted.
It's not attacking their personal belief. It's giving them an attack as a person, right? Stating somebody that is a white nationalist is not an ad hominem. That is an observation of fact. Just because you don't like the fact that they are truly a white nationalist, that doesn't make it an ad hom. It's a statement of fact. They've also been fact-checked before by other sources and have been proven to be incorrect, and they don't walk back their lies after they have been fact-checked. They fail fact-checking. That's why I don't use them. They are also considered to be not credible when it comes to immigration because they lie on it constantly, even though they are called Center for Immigration Studies.
Okay, if they're fact checked and found to be false, then I would have to look into that, and then I would disagree with that. But I don't agree with ad homs being used.
It's not an ad hom, sir. It is a true statement.
Yeah, it can be both.
An ad hom would be me saying that you have a disgusting sounding voice or anything like that. I don't believe that. I'm just giving you an example of what
that can be true.
No, that's a personal opinion. That's a prerogative. So here, we already have this up on the screen, right?
Wait,
so this is Center for Immigration Studies, where you're trying to quote and cite as your source. Oh my God, I hate ads. Go away, pop-ups. Extreme right, low factual reporting. They are considered a questionable source. Overall, we rate CIS a questionable source based on publishing misleading information, aka propaganda, regarding immigration and ties with either directly or indirectly to the Tanton Network, a known white nationalist who's also written papers on eugenics.
If there's problems with the study itself, then I agree with you.
Yes, they have tons of problems because they have failed multiple fact checks that they never correct themselves on. That's why they are listed as low and not credible.
Yeah, so I can't really find many other people who focus on studies like that.
Oh, there are so many different institutions that focus on immigration.
So do you know the estimates for how many illegals came in under Biden?
Yes, I already told you. Were you not listening?
You I might have misheard, but I think you just said that the encounters didn't count, and then that this is fallacious, but I didn't hear the
No,
estimates.
I told you. I said 3.3 million. And that's based off of estimated gotaways from the Department of Homeland Security under CBP.
That's like 1% of the population. That's still a good amount, though.
That's not 1%.
It's close to.
It's less than.
So I don't really care too much about the immigration stuff because I'm an immigrant myself, so I'm on the fence about that one. I'm a legal immigrant though, but I'm on the fence about that one. So I mainly still support him because he's like doing stuff to combat BRICS and their attempts to destabilize the American petrodollar, which is like the only reason we have we're like the richest country in the world and the most privileged is because
We're not
the
the richest
petrodollar
country in the
dilutes.
world, sir.
Well, we're definitely the most privileged because the petrodollar dilutes the demand and the demand for the U.S. dollar and lets us print a lot more money than other countries with less inflation.
That has nothing to do with the petrodollar.
I
Can you
mean, it
stop
does
reading
have to do with the U.S.
ChatGPT for 5 seconds?
This isn't ChatGPT. That's my
Yeah, it
personal
is.
beliefs. That I think petrodollar
You were
and the
literally
U.S.
reading
reserve
ChatGPT
currency.
previously, and so that's why you weren't
Well, no,
engaging
I
very
looked up the
well.
estimate.
You weren't.
I
You were
looked up
literally
estimates
reading.
off ChatGPT.
That's why
That's
you
it.
didn't even know if it was CIS or CSI. Like,
But what's your problem with this premise though, that the U.S. reserve currency and the petrodollar is what allows us to have the privilege of having so much inflation and so little little impact on the
little
dollar itself?
impact? Sorry,
Yeah,
sir. Are the
so
value of the
like
dollar,
Mexico would have less
sir,
inflation
sir. The value of the dollar has decreased 11% since Donald Trump has been in office, while our inflation
I
is
think
technically going
that's
down.
actually
The amount that each individual citizen within the United States holds of our debt has increased as well by $31 billion per person, sir. We are not the richest country in
sure.
the world. We literally have the most
Well,
debt.
it's the
Have a
most
good one.
privileged.
We are not the most privileged either. If we were the most privileged, we wouldn't be having a $7.25 minimum wage. We would actually be able to afford to live. That is not privilege. Being able to live without struggling or living paycheck to paycheck would be privilege. Thank you for calling this. Ow, my ears. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Guys, if you are new here, be sure to hit that follow, hit that subscribe button if you are. TikTok, you guys are not tippy tapping enough. I can see that we're only at 39,000 likes. We should have already been at 75,000 likes. So I need you guys to be tippy tapping that screen over on TikTok, guys. Adam, thank you for the 10 saying keep up the good fight. Guys, if you do send a super chat, I do read it and respond. It just might take me a moment. We also have memberships and super fans and bits and subscriptions all available across all of the apps. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Type one if you hate niggers and.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Hello?
What is your problem with?
Thank you for calling the stream.
Yes.
Hi, how old are you?
Yes.
Yeah, turn down the stream in the background and talk to the phone that's in your hand.
Oh.
Hello?
Yes.
How old are you?
13.
Thank you for calling the stream.
Hello.
Hello?
I'm calling to debate the big brain.
I mean, this isn't a debate. How old are you?
We start off with a condescension. I'm 47, ma'am.
No, it was just a statement. Nothing on my stream says debate.
Well, the conversation seems like
You're
you turned it into an
awesome.
argument. So,
Nothing on my stream says it's a debate. It literally says commentary. Thank you. Anyway, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I can't say that I support the Iran shit.
Okay, so, but are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, that's such a vague question.
No, it's an
I
open-ended question.
thank
It's
you
not
for the
vague.
correction, Mummy. Sure. You know what? I support a strong guy. I support a president who is going out there and making other countries think twice about messing with America, because for too long they've messed with us, and we're bleeding for it.
Okay, what country thought about messing with America and then didn't change their mind because Donald Trump was president?
Whoa. Say that again, please.
What country thought about messing with America and then changed their mind because Trump was president?
Maybe North Korea?
When and how?
Hold on. You can't agree that they were threatening us, and then when our president went over and was the first president invited into North Korea ever, that Kim Jong-un kind of shut up a little bit and
He
wasn't so
shut
pompous anymore?
up? Oh, interesting. He shut up and wasn't so pompous anymore. So here's what I remember, right? Donald Trump went into North Korea, and when he got there, he gave Kim Jong Un a salute, something that is designated only to our United States active duty service members, right? And then
I
they
would think
reached some
that
kind of,
when you go
hold
to
on,
another country,
I'm
no, I would
still,
think you're starting off with nuance that has to do with meeting leaders of other.
okay. So in the middle of my explanation, here we go. So Donald Trump saluted Kim Jong Un, which is reserved in the United States for our United States Armed Force military members. And then what else I remember from that meeting, which happened in his first term, so I don't really care to say on this much, is that Donald Trump thought he got Kim Jong Un to agree to never test their ballistic missiles capacity within the Pacific Ocean again. Instead, what actually happened is they paused their testing for 2 weeks. And then we see that and this was again back in his first term, that during a regular training exercise that South Korea and Japan engaged in, well, North Korea decided to test their ballistic missiles 10 miles outside of them on purpose. So, yeah, he's doing
What are you?
great. And that was this term, by the way. That was like 2 weeks ago, by the way.
We aren't in any danger. If our president has an understanding with leaders of other countries, and they have an understanding, then we're no longer in fucking danger.
How many
I think
military
you don't get
members?
that.
How many military members are in South Korea?
Hold on, I need to check with my team. So they can bring that up, because I'm on the phone with you. Hold on, just a moment. Hold on, my team's not as fast as yours. Hold on. Oh, okay. What was the question again? I'm sorry, I don't really have a team.
How many service members are stationed in South Korea?
Is there a prize to this question?
No, I don't even expect you to know the answer. I just expect you to either say a number or say, I don't know, when asked a question that you don't know the answer to.
I don't think that we have anybody in North Korea, but I think we
I
got them
didn't
on the
say
border.
North Korea. I said South Korea.
I understand what you said, but I believe I said North Korea, not you, right?
So you didn't understand the question.
No, I added some nuance to my answer.
That's not nuance. That's shifting the goalpost.
What? Tell me this. Okay, you're clearly a smart young woman. Clearly.
How long would it
okay?
take it for if North Korea shot a missile either aimed at Osan or Kusan in South Korea, How long would it take to hit Osan? And then how long would it take to hit Kusan? Do you know?
Oh, I think it would all be over in our little conversation here.
It would be about 2 more minutes from now for Osan. And then about another 6 minutes for Kusan on top of the time that we've already been on the call.
Okay, what is that? What?
You can't
tell
do
me,
math?
What? No, I don't know why that's important. That's not
Well,
happening in
you
America.
said,
I don't know why that's so important.
oh, so you don't care about the 28,500 United States service members that would be dead, and then Article
No,
6
I
would
don't
be
care.
activated.
No, I don't care
Gotcha.
about what's going on outside of America. Actually, I've
Okay.
been all over the world.
Yeah.
I've been. My turn to talk.
You
My
don't
turn.
care about
I've
our
been to
United
Tibet.
States service
My
members.
turn
Got
to
it.
talk. My turn. I've been to Tibet.
Okay. So this is so obvious now, right? It's so odd. What does that have to do with us? What does that have to do with the United States? Sir, you said that their training exercise have nothing to do with us, and yet we have 28,500 active duty service members in South Korea. And those 28,500 service members are at risk every single day that they wake up because no one has ever done anything when it comes to North Korea, ever, right? Again, like in Donald Trump's first term, the most that he got them to do was to stop aiming ballistic missiles or practicing them in the Pacific Ocean for 2 weeks, and then they started it right back up after 2 weeks, right? And then we have another 50,000 United States service members in Japan. And it doesn't seem like you care about the 78,000 individuals that would die when North Korea decided to go, I'm done. Am I understanding that correctly?
I don't think that's above my pay grade. You know. I think it's above your pay grade too, kiddo.
Okay. I'm just trying to refute the fact that you said that it doesn't affect us here at home when it would literally affect our United States service members. It would affect their families here at home, whether
No,
it be
listen,
a
here's what
mother,
affects
a
us.
brother,
Hey,
a
stop
sister,
talking.
a
Stop
father, a
talking, kid.
niece, a nephew, a daughter, a
Oh my God!
son.
How could a man put up with you and not smack the shit out of you? Oh my God!
I mean,
Yeah,
tell
finally,
me,
you shut up. So
tell
you
me
can
when you
listen now,
stop.
right?
Okay, sir, tell
You
me when
listen
you.
now.
Oh no, tell me when you
You
stopped
listen.
beating. Sir, I have a serious question for you. When did you?
You'll know because it'll be silent. Okay? You'll know because.
No, I'm okay. I am curious about his answer to one question. This is going to be good. As soon as, he calms down for a second, since he's so angry that I'm just saying that I care about our active duty service members that are in active danger from North Korea. And again, I'm saying this about every single president in history has never done anything to stop North Korea. And yeah, I do kind of think that's a fucking problem that no one can ever come to any kind of agreement with North Korea to get them to make sure that they back off on their threats of hostility towards the United States and our allies. So, I mean, he just keeps going and going and going. Okay, I want to ask you a serious question if you're capable of it. Are you
I
there?
didn't come on to talk to you. I just came on to promote my.
Oh, well, then no one's going to hear you. Yeah, tell me all about it. Promote yourself. Go ahead. Oh, you hung up. That worked out perfect. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Guys, if you're new here, be sure to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. We do have members and super chats available. It is the easiest way to support me. Another way to support me is through direct donations on Cash App or Venmo. I do like reading your super chats either between calls or at the end of the live. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hello? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Can you turn down the stream in the background?
Yo.
Oh, you're a kid. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 16. I just want to
Thank
say
you.
thank you.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, so I have a question.
How old are you?
15, why?
You're how old?
15.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, how you doing? I am there.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 42 years old.
42. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am actually. I was gonna talk to you about the way you talk to people.
If you want to be
Just
tone policing, then you can do it from the chat. Otherwise, I would like to have a conversation with you that isn't regarding to the way that I talk to people, which is just typically monotone. So if you would like to
okay.
engage
Then
in tone
yeah, no,
policing,
that's
I will
totally
just
fine.
hang up on you. Or would you like to talk about Donald Trump and his presidency?
Yeah, totally. Definitely would like to do that.
Fantastic. And thank you, Moose, so much for the well diving. So what has Donald Trump done to earn your continued support?
I think there's been an inflection point personally for myself that in previous administrations, I wasn't really kind of proud to be an American. My father's from El Salvador. He came here during the Civil War. My grandfather fought in World War II. And during those times, my grandfather actually forged his birth certificate to fight for this country. So I've always had this proud moment of being in this country and growing up in this country. And it seems like the past administrations really didn't give me that feeling. So, yes, I agree. The man is got a mouth. He says the stupidest things. He's not the most intelligent person. But there are moves that have been made by him that have given me a sense of ownership to say, I'm proud to be an American. We're not going to be a perfect country. I think we were never a perfect country. But I think people wanting to fight for this country and wanting to stand up for this country is something that's awesome. And even for me and you to be able to have a conversation like this is great.
Okay, so are you enlisted?
No, I'm not. I'm an only kid, and realistically, I was scared of the service. But my cousin did do 2 tours in Afghanistan.
Oh, then perhaps well, I appreciate your family's service. Then that's just a weird statement.
In terms of,
Just it doesn't make sense anymore. Like you talked about all of your familial accolades when it comes to their service in the war. But you're
right,
too
and
scared and an only child, and that stopped you from ever enlisting. Which, by the way, you said you're 42. You can still enlist in the Air Force or in the Navy, and I'm sure they would love
sure,
to have you to fight in Iran right now.
I think that's a great point. But I also think there's other things that you can do in this country to serve your country, not just military service.
Well, sir, if all you did was glaze your own family, which again, I appreciate your family for their time in the service, um, then that's why I'm saying it's weird that you would use that as your opening. Do you not understand how that's strange at all?
It might be a little strange. You asked me if I served. I told you my cousin served. I was just having an opening to how important it is to have a tone, an ownership of your country, to love your country. And I'm just saying,
Oh, so is
nowadays,
loving your country contingent upon the service?
no, that's exactly what I
Okay, so
said. I
then
said
that's
you
why
can
I'm
do
saying
other
that
things
your
besides
entire
military service.
narrative that you went down was unnecessary to the rest of the conversation. Because even Donald Trump being in president the first term didn't inspire you to become an enlisted service member.
I think, again, it goes back to that same logic that military service doesn't necessarily mean that it is
Then
the only
again,
path
that's
to
why I'm
serving your
saying,
country.
and I've never made that claim, but you opened up with, well, my father served, my grandfather served, they did this, my grandfather forged his birth certificate so he could fight in the World War. My cousin
Correct.
served. You're the one, let me just make this clear. You are the one who set the stage for military service being what makes somebody show their love for their country.
No,
That
my
you
point was,
then you shouldn't have brought it up.
my point, what I was trying to reach was that my people who serve have an innate love for this country. I'm not saying necessarily that that's the only route to serve your country. I'm just saying from my own personal experience, I've seen that happen. Yes, I didn't serve, but at the same time, I've also done things in my life to serve this country, and I would do it willingly the way I have.
Okay. So, what has Donald Trump done? Maybe I need to add a different word here. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his current term to earn your continued support?
So to keep earning my continued support, like I said, he's gone. He's forced other countries geopolitically to do what we need done to protect our country, to
How?
give
Give
us
specific
a
examples. That's not like you're just giving a vague generality. I'm asking for specifics here. Like name the
I,
country. What method did he do it? Is it signed in writing? Like,
no, I think it's all happened in generalities. I mean, I think
oh, so then
Venezuela
it's
is
not
a
an
perfect example.
achievement.
Venezuela is a perfect example of something that happens that paves the way for other things to happen. If Russia doesn't go to war with Ukraine, all these other things are aligning for us geopolitically, the moves that we're making, even in
Russia
Iran,
has
which
bombed
again,
Ukraine even more since Donald Trump has been in office. They've killed more civilians. They've gone harder. They've started attacking cities specifically. They've started attacking the power plants in Ukraine, which again is a war crime. Like that was dumb. I will give you that yes, Maduro is out of office in Venezuela, and I think that's great for the Venezuelan people. I think it's dumb how we did it because now we've lined it up for the rest of the world that says if you don't like how another president governs their country, you can just take them out.
right. And I think there has been other administrations that haven't had, I mean, it sounds bravado to say the machismo to go in and do something like that.
Yeah,
But
that
again,
sounds
like I
really
said,
dumb because that's just a vibe thing. So basically,
so
what you're saying is that you like him for the vibe.
I'm 42, so that doesn't align with my
If you're
vernacular.
using
But again,
machismo, then yes, you are liking him for the vibe. The feeling.
so maybe that is my fault, and but that's why I'm saying I support him, because he gives me that kind of pride, and maybe it might be a faulty pride. And I think that's one of the great things that we're in this country, and we can have a conversation between me and you can correct me on things that I'm maligned on, and we can have an intelligent conversation. That's mainly the reason why I called. So if I sound like an idiot, I apologize for that.
No, it's just feelings over facts. Like,
So, I mean, is it a discourse, or do you just talk to other people? Because I'd like to ask you something.
you just asked me a question, so now you have a second one?
Yes.
Sure, what's your question?
So, with you talking like this and us still having 2 more years of this to go, what are you
Damn, whoever
actively
put that in my
doing
comments saying
to what
like he's going to
options
go
do you
back to my
have, or
tone,
what is there that
you
you
called
can
it.
do? Just a
I think
question.
it's really funny that my chat already called that you were going to pivot back to my tone of voice. And you did.
Well,
It
I mean,
literally
I think
cracked me
everybody
up
in your chat's
because
mentioned it too.
yeah. Do you know what monotone is?
I'm not really too familiar with it, if
Do you
I'm
know
being
what
honest, and I
stoicism
believe I've
is?
been I believe I've been pretty respectful too, just kind of managing the
These are
conversation.
not negative nor positive attributes. Do you know what monotone is, or do you know what stoicism is?
I know what stoicism is, yes.
Cool. So it's utilized, like monotone is utilized within stoicism. So it's like speaking without regular voice inflection or speaking without an emotion placed within it, right?
Okay.
And that's
Hmm.
all I'm doing, right? I'm not getting emotional, I'm not getting heated. I'm just speaking in a bass tone of voice that apparently
Neutral.
just, yeah, triggers people.
Yeah. So again, back to my question, like what would you actively do, or what are you actively doing to raise the awareness or whatever else? I mean, what's the point of the conversation? And forgive my ignorance.
Okay. This is your first time on my live?
Yes, yeah. It just came up, and I was very curious to have a conversation with you.
Cool. So, what I'm doing is I'm having conversations with people to figure out why they would still support Donald Trump, mostly to get an understanding for them. And it's also to teach the people that are listening in on the live. It's not, I don't expect to be able to change anyone's opinion because most of the people that call me are already set in their ways or they're here for the vibe.
Hmm. I think a lot of what happened in this last election was a lot of people thinking that people who support Donald Trump or that administration are just people who are dumb, for lack of a better word. But
I've not said that.
I think there was a lot more people that were just tired of dealing with the past administrations that were not doing the job that all these people that voted for Trump wanted.
Donald Trump's not even doing what they wanted. Are you kidding me? Donald Trump campaigned on no new wars, and yet he started a whole new one. That's about ready to go past the 60-day threshold by Congress.
Yeah, 10 hours, I think, is what we have left. And I think that's probably why he
Yes,
said it.
before he
Again, I don't.
literally commits actual war crimes.
So, again, like I said, I think for me personally, what I would say is I still support him because of the fact of what I said. And it could be a maligned opinion, but that's just me
Someone
calling
that
in and giving you my
brags
opinion.
about committing war crimes coming up.
I think in this world, I think war crimes are being constantly committed around the globe, and there's not one country or nation that can say they've stepped outside of that being. I think when we've
So
been
why does that
asked
make it
to,
okay? Because
I
now
think
you're
there's a
giving
lot of
him an
things this country has.
okay.
I think, can you say that it's okay that simply? I think it's not that simple of an answer.
No, see, okay, maybe it's not that you're saying it's okay, but you're saying it's not it's not a line that you're willing to cross, right? Like you're saying it's a line that you're willing to cross because, well, other countries have done it. So, I mean, if Donald Trump does it, it's just going par for the course.
I think it's not just necessarily a Donald Trump thing. I think if there was another Republican in office, we'd probably
What
be in some
other
other
president
engagements
has
too.
bragged about or threatened other countries over a social media post to bomb their power structures or their desalination plants?
Well, I don't think Twitter's been around for enough presidents to utilize it in the way they would have, but I
Twitter's
think,
been around for a
George
long
Bush
time.
comes to mind. George Bush comes to mind, going to war and making a false war to Iraq over a
That's not
petty
what I said.
disagreement
Now you're
between.
shifting the goalpost. I asked very specifically what president has ever, and we can even just say talking to the media, bragged about bombing power plants or desalination plants or
You are
threatened it.
correct. There has been no other one.
Correct. So you are saying that because other countries have committed war crimes, and so it's okay if it's not that you're saying it's okay. Sorry, let me rephrase. You are saying that it is not a deal breaker for you that Donald Trump does because other countries have done it. So that is giving him a pass to do it and basically giving him the okay. You're saying that it's not a hard line for you. You can move the line in the sand.
That is my opinion.
You
Yes.
can move the line in the sand on war crimes.
Yes.
That's why I have issues with individuals that still support Donald Trump.
I can respect your position.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get in. There are so many people.
Okay, how old are you?
24.
Okay, are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, currently we are. What I'm curious about as an LGBT member myself is where we're going next, though. Because we're going to keep bombing the country.
Whatever. Darius, thank you for the 5. Long live the race. Thank you. Theyano support you. I appreciate that. Glad you love Trump. MAGA, I'm not saying that. Sorry, but some of them are. I agree. Thank you for the $1. Glad you still support Trump. Colin, Tristan, I don't know what else to tell you. Sean, MAGAs talk a tough military game while bootlicking a draft dodger. Explain to me how that make a lick of sense. Enlist infantry, cowards. Sean is a veteran, and he's telling you guys to enlist. Try the word ignorance. Okay, Gustavo. Not going to argue with you guys. All right. If you guys are new here, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching over on TikTok, be sure to send in your daily heart me and keep tapping the screen. And as you guys saw, we do have super chats and members available over on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes. Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 38.
38. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I still support him. You know, right now I still support him right now. But like you said, he's committing war crimes, right? Like
He's
he
threatening
threatened to commit
to.
war crimes. He
Yeah.
threatened to commit war crimes, but you're talking as if he already committed these war crimes.
I
He
mean,
hasn't done
technically, yes,
anything
he already
yet.
has when he blew up. He's already attacked civilian sites, sir.
Excuse me?
He has already attacked civilian sites.
You're
Are
talking
you
about the school, right?
a school? And guess what? It wasn't just one school. They attacked 2 schools, and they also
Okay,
attacked
so excuse me,
a what is it? What was it?
when
An outdoor
Biden
play
killed
center?
the family, when Biden killed that family, when he tried to go after somebody and he killed the family, just an innocent
That's
family, did you
unacceptable.
say he committed a war crime?
That specifically is not a war crime.
Oh, that's not a war crime.
No.
You said he attacked civilians, right? So
No,
he didn't
civilian
attack them. He
centers.
didn't target the
Yes,
school. Did
a
he target
school
the
was
school?
targeted. Yes, 3
No.
schools were targeted along with the play center. Those were all targeted and attacked by our weapons.
Were they on a military base?
No, they weren't on a
Yes,
military
they were
base.
inside. Yes, they were right in the military base. They were on a
No,
base. The
they
school
were
was right next to the
near.
base.
They were near
Yes,
the base. Yeah, but they weren't
exactly.
on the base.
So it's not like he was like, "This is a school. Let's attack the school."
Oh, so are you saying that
right?
our military intelligence is out of date?
Yes, it could have been out of date. Yes, they said it was out of date.
Oh, wait. I thought we had the best military intelligence in the world.
You have to boast about your military intelligence. You have to boast about your
So we
country. You're
don't
not going to
have the
tell other
best
countries,
military
we have the
intelligence in the
worst
world.
military intelligence. We have the worst military. You're going to go out there and tell other countries and people that? No, you're not.
Okay,
Nobody's
so
going to
do we
do
have
that.
the best or do we have the worst? Because, I mean, it's
We
pretty
have
bad.
actually
It's
the
pretty
best.
bad. It's pretty bad when we don't have updated information from 8 years ago.
That still could be the best compared to other
That
countries.
still could
Yes.
be the best. Then why is it that civilians have been able to access satellite imagery that showed that it was a school in Manab and had been a school in operation since 2018, but somehow our United States military that has more accurate surveillance systems failed to see that it had changed and been different for the last 8 years.
Okay. Maybe our intelligence isn't that good, but that has nothing to do with Trump. He's not the intelligent officer. He's not in the military. So he's just getting intelligence from them.
Have you
So
ever
just like
worked? You've worked
Bush,
before,
when he
right?
got wrong
I don't give a shit
intelligence.
about Bush, okay? I'm asking you a
Okay,
question.
but I'm
You
saying,
have,
yeah,
stop. You have worked before, right? And you've had a boss and a
of course,
manager.
of course.
And when let's say the big boss, let's just say a CEO of a company notices that you personally fucked up, is it just you that gets reprimanded, or does your manager or your supervisor also get reprimanded?
If you're saying if I mess up in work,
You're
does
awesome.
my supervisor doesn't get reprimanded. No, it never happened. If I messed up at work, I would get
Have you ever
reprimanded. The
been a manager?
supervisor would have me
You're
come into their
awesome.
office with whoever, maybe HR or
Yeah,
whatever.
after they were torn a new one for not supervising you properly, right? I am a manager, right? Like, and I've managed people plenty of times to know, hey, Izzy, that if somebody below me fucked up, then it is absolutely falls back on me when they fuck up.
Okay, but you have knowledge of what
What's
you're
up, Izzy?
doing, what you're managing, right?
What's up,
You
Ari?
did it before you were a manager, right? So
Mm-hmm.
President Trump, he never did intelligence work before he became president. No
Right, that's why
president
he's supposed to have hired
does
Pete
intelligence
Hegseth, who was
work.
so
No
excited to
president was
jump
an
into this war.
intelligence officer. So they don't know. Every president has advisors. Every
Yeah,
president
that's supposed to be
has
Pete
advisors.
Hegseth.
Just because his advisors messed up, you can't blame the president because the advisors messed up. Also, you're saying, why do I still support him? He stopped
No,
many
no,
wars,
stop,
like
stop,
the one
stop,
between
hold,
India and
stop,
Pakistan.
stop,
And you're saying
stop.
war crime. Yeah,
Sir,
go ahead.
stop diverting the conversation. I believe my friend Izzy, who is a veteran, wanted to say something to you when it comes to, I would
Oh,
assume, the bombing in Manab.
Yeah, I did. So your claim was that we have the best military, correct?
compared to every other country, yes. It's not. I'm not saying the best.
Well,
We're not. It
that would
doesn't mean
be
that
that
our
would
military it
literally
doesn't
mean
have
the
flaws.
best. That would quite literally mean the best, right? So either we had outdated information or we had the correct information and we really just didn't give a shit. Those are honestly the only two options. And a blunder that large within the intelligence community is not something that's going to fly by all willy-nilly, right? People are going to get him the fuck up. Shit rolls downhill very quickly whenever it comes to the military, and it'll fuck up that badly. So yes, I can tell you from personal experience, as well as just knowing how the military works, because I spent a decade of my life in it, that whenever the lowest person fucks up, everyone in their chain of command is going to get their ass absolutely handed to them.
This isn't about the military, though. This is about CIA intelligence, like intelligence, like from the CIA and stuff like that, that do that stuff. It's not you. You were on the ground, right? You were like, what rank were you in the military?
I was a non-commissioned officer.
So what was your security clearance?
Secret.
Okay, I don't believe you, but okay, you had secret clearance, right?
Secret. I'm going to let you in on a little bit of information. Almost everyone in the military has at least secret clearance. That it is a very easy security clearance to get. I'm not saying that I had top
Okay,
secret.
so it's not high security clearance, correct?
It's the minimum that you have to maintain your job in the military. But
cool. So you don't have experience in high intelligence or high clearance, correct?
Do you?
Just low clearance.
Do you have any experience of any clearance
but I'm
whatsoever?
not the one saying
okay,
that
cool.
it doesn't
so
happen.
Are you bringing
when
up my
Biden bombed those kids, did you say that it was a war crime? When Biden bombed those kids, did you say it was a war crime?
Oh my God, he doesn't understand.
Did you say it was a war crime?
Pause, sir. Actually, I'm going to force pause you. That wasn't even my claim. I said targeting civilian infrastructure, specifically full of kids like schools, is in fact a war crime. When did Biden specifically target and bomb and kill school children? A school.
Okay. Are you saying that he specifically targeted it, or you're saying that we had faulty
It was
intelligence?
targeted, yes. It was shot before the actual IRGC base was shot.
What? So when Biden had them drop a missile on that place, they didn't target that specific place to drop that missile there?
What are
and the
you not
intelligence was wrong?
comprehending? Was it a school? Yes or no?
What does it have to be a school or not a school? He still killed civilians.
Because there are
What
specific
would it have to
places.
be in a school to kill
When
civilians? I mean,
hey, buddy, when it comes to international law and rules of engagement specific to war, right? There are specific buildings, specific types of buildings that are protected. Schools would be one of them.
okay, but the intelligence was wrong. He did not purposely drop the bombs on them, and he did not drop the bombs on them personally. So it's not he did it himself. Just like when we went to war in Afghanistan, is Bush responsible? Is he a war criminal now? Should we arrest him
Yes.
because we
Yes,
went to
him and
war
fucking Dick
and killed
Cheney.
people
Do you
in
know how many
Iraq?
like so many military members were happy that when Dick Cheney died, they couldn't even say R.I.P. Actually, they did, but they meant rest in pieces, not peace.
I
So
said rotten piss, but yeah.
yeah, that too. That too.
Well,
So
you know, I will agree with that. To me,
and no
yeah, I
one is
think
up
Bush
here
is a war
defending
criminal.
fucking
I
Biden
think
for
Bush
one.
was,
Like
yeah,
you guys
Bush
just
was a war criminal.
stop. You have like this misconception in your head that I am just going to constantly defend any other president that you bring up, which is why you keep going, but Biden, but Biden, but Biden, but Bush, but Bush, but Bush. It's ridiculous.
Because
We
it's
are
hypocritical.
no,
It's
I'm
way
not even
you're a
defending
hypocrite.
him. That's the problem that I'm bringing up to you. I didn't even defend Biden. I just was asking you, what are the similarities aside from, is it just that people died that were civilians? We are talking, that's the part that Izzy broke down for you better, and thank you, Izzy, for that as well, is that it was a specific type of building that was in fact targeted, that is considered on a list of non-allowable targets according to the Geneva Convention rules of engagement, right? And I'm pretty sure it's even within our own law of war manual that we're not allowed to target schools or hospitals, sir, which is why I asked you when it happened under Biden or Obama or Bush, did they specifically target a school?
Okay, did he specific? Is it? Can I ask you a question? Is it you specifically target a school and know it's a school, and that's
It has
violating Geneva,
yes,
or
yes,
is
sir,
it
sir. I'm
if
gonna
you don't
okay.
know it's a school
No,
by accident?
here's the thing. And I've already explained this to you, okay? And I've literally already explained this to you. It was converted. It was under the process of being converted starting in 2013. We all have access to the satellite imagery, right? That shows that it was at the start of 2013 that it was being converted from an outdated building no longer in use by the IRGC. Okay. And then after 2013, they were constructing it, they were changing it, and by 2018 it was a full-blown children's school for young girls. So yes, if
That's
civilians
sad.
if civilians can access, regular people like you and me, an investigative journalist, can access satellite imagery that shows that it was a school, then yes, that's a goddamn problem knowing that we targeted the building.
But
I would
you're
also
saying
like to.
Trump is a war criminal.
Go ahead, Izzy.
I would like to add in. Gross negligence is not a legal defense whenever it comes to violations within international rule of law, or law of war. So, like, if Trump were to be detained by the ICC, right, and then put on trial, saying, "Oh, well, we didn't, our intelligence was outdated," is not a legal defense because it is still a school. It is a reasonable person within the last you said 2013 is when they started conversion of it. So over the last 13 years, it would be reasonable to assume that what has been lauded as the greatest military in the world would reasonably be able to know that that is a school 13 years after it's been converted.
If you're a president, right, and you have intelligence that you rely on, and you're relying because you think, oh, these are the people, they should know, right? These people should know, and they tell you, no, this isn't a school, this is a place where the IRGC is. You say, yeah, okay, I give you the orders to drop the bomb. That's your fault now because you got wrong intelligence from your people that is supposed to be good at that's their job. Now you're a war criminal when you didn't even know.
Yes.
No, that's not how it
We'll read
works.
it to you, okay? A Tomahawk missile, which is what bombed the school, is a GPS guided missile. Our military GPS is 95% accurate within 2.7 meters. It is not an oopsie. It is not excusable. And thank you, Sean. So yes,
You're
he is
acting as if they
responsible.
didn't have outdated intelligence, like they targeted school and they
How
knew it
did
was a
they
school, and
have
that's not true.
outdated intelligence when
Because
civilian satellite imagery shows that it had been a school for the last 8 years?
And how did our intelligence say that there was weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? Some of them are just plain stupid.
Our
and
intelligence
it's
didn't
messed
say
up.
that. That was Bush's
Yes, they
excuse to
did.
go in.
Yes, but they got it from intelligence agency. They didn't just didn't do it on themselves. They got Congress to accept it and everything like that. So, without any intelligence, So,
If you bring
let
up,
me ask you,
you ask me one more time about any other president except for Donald fucking Trump, I am going to hang the fuck up on you because I am not defending the piece of shit Bush. I am not defending Biden, who I still don't even support, and I am not defending Obama. Let's stick on Donald fucking Trump. Are you capable of doing that? Yes or no?
What happened to your stoicism?
Yeah, your dumbassery got me off of it because you're a fucking pendejo.
Yeah, I know.
I know, you're so upset. Now I'll just mock you. Are you okay?
Can I ask you something? When a nuclear bomb
Ba 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 da ba ba.
gets a nuclear
Ba ba da ba 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 da.
when a bomb
Ba ba da
drops,
ba ba. Ba ba da
It's
ba
an international
ba.
crime to use a nuclear weapon as well. Just letting you know, my guy.
Yeah, like, dude, there's only, hey, let's try this. I know you're like screaming into your phone right now, so you're probably not listening. Okay, stop.
You're awesome.
Gotta stop talking for 2 seconds. And I see you, Matt. Gotta stop talking. Gotta stop. Cool. No. Honestly, at this point, I forgot what I was gonna ask him.
I'm still trying to figure out where the fuck he's going.
Oh, I remember now. Who was the only country in history to utilize nuclear weapons? Or weapons of mass destruction?
Us.
The United States. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So the people that scream death to America and have their kids scream death to America, when they get a nuclear bomb, they're not going to try to bomb America? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, you mean because the people that were screaming death to America, which they've very much explained the fact that it was just about the government of the United States and not the people of the United States. That's very clear if you've actually read anything past the propaganda machine that you live on. The people that are now upset because we killed 158 students and we've bombed 2 other of their schools and we've bombed a fucking playground. The people that we've now made martyrs, and we've created a whole new generation of people to hate the United States of America. Is that what you're talking about?
They were saying that for centuries before this war. They was screaming death to America.
Decades, not centuries.
I said generations.
You said centuries, my guy. Is it okay if I ask him a question?
Feel free. He's probably not going to answer it.
So
go ahead.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
My name is Jake.
I didn't catch it. Jake. All right. So Jake, do you know what one of the largest issues, like one of the biggest obstacles that we faced in Afghanistan and Iraq were?
You're
I'm
awesome.
sorry. What did you say?
Do you know what one of the largest obstacles, like what one of the biggest difficulties for us to overcome as a military, what we faced when it came to the wars in both Afghanistan and Iraq?
I would say guerrilla warfare, but you might know better than I do.
It wasn't guerrilla warfare. It was the fact that we kept turning people into martyrs, and it made the populace sympathetic with the groups that we were fighting against, because at least they weren't out there with going out there with wanton violence against an entire populace because of the way that they looked. So what we're doing, what we're creating currently in Iran, is we're making the populace more sympathetic to the government that we don't want there and that they realistically do not want there. Because we're coming in.
Okay, I understand what you're saying,
hold on. We're coming in with Tomahawk missiles.
can I say something?
No, hold on. We're coming in with Tomahawk missiles and targeting schools with children. I need you to understand this. If you don't grasp any other part of this conversation, grasp this part. The more violence that we perpetuate there against their populace, not against their government, not against their military, against their civilian populace, against their children, against their wives, against their daughters, their sons, their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, it will continue to come back to us tenfold. Because the fact of the matter is that peace through strength is a bullshit motto that just allows them to say, hey, we're going to go do this war because it will bring peace. The fact of the matter is that violence just begets violence, and that is it.
Okay. What disenfranchised people in Iraq was we took the Sunni leadership and we took a lot of their power away. So they got mad about that, and they lost a lot of positions in power, and they had nothing to do but fight against us. It wasn't because we weren't murdering little kids in the street in Iraq. We weren't killing civilians in Iraq. So, or in Afghanistan. There's no, I haven't heard of that. I mean, we might have done some, I think there was like one mistake that we dropped a bomb on some civilians. I don't remember where. It was a big thing. I've heard of it. I just don't remember. But a lot of Sunni elites were displaced, and they didn't like that.
You ever heard of something called war? Sorry, go ahead, Ari.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
You ever heard of something called the War Crimes Brigades?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm going to enlighten you. So, war crime brigades, what those were, specific example, 4th Brigade, 82nd Airborne Division, they were getting shut down. Like we were at a point where we were drawing down our military, right? And when we started to do that, we started to shut down brigades within divisions, and then we were going to disperse those soldiers to other units within the same division, right? But what those soldiers knew is that when they got back, there was going to be no leadership over them to bring them to a court martial. So they said, fuck it. We're going to go and commit the war crimes that we want to commit. It was happening in droves. I need you to do something. Go Google 520 Kill Squad. That is a very real thing that happened. It's why 2nd Infantry Division was not allowed to deploy to CENTCOM going forward from, I believe, like 2008 or 2009. They weren't allowed to deploy per the U.S. Army because of the atrocities that they committed. You don't understand what you're talking about whenever it comes to this, so I'm going to beg you, please stop.
Listen, that's not true. I'm Googling 520 Kill Squad, and I don't really see much about it here. But I will say, maybe I haven't researched enough about that to talk about that. So I'm not gonna fight with you about that. I don't know. I'll do my research on it. I will look it up. But are you saying that the insurgents didn't kill people, innocent people, more than our troops accidentally did? They didn't behead people in the middle of the street. They didn't stone women, right? They didn't do any of that.
We
They didn't
know
do that,
that
right?
they
We,
did.
they were
Why do
angels and
you
we were
stop?
demons, right?
No one's saying that.
All right. So why are you trying to say that they're acting like they're angels and we killed these
We're
little
not.
angel Aladdins? It
When
didn't.
did we
That's
say
not
that?
how it happened.
Sir.
That's how you act. That's how you talk.
In what way? Be
That's when
specific.
you don't
In
have
what
to say
way?
it. You don't have to say
Give
it.
a specific example then, in what action or what words we said or our tone of voice that gives that implication. Then be very specific in your examples.
It's your tone of voice. It's the
How?
snarkiness.
That's not specific.
I'm
That's
just telling
vague.
you how.
That's vague as fuck. Be specific.
Okay. You're saying you're like saying as if we're the ones that are the it sounds like you're saying we're the ones that are the bad guys and that they weren't
How?
that bad. That
Again, that is vague. Be specific.
Because you're not mentioning them. You're not mentioning how bad they were on that
Is the
side
United
too.
States
You're
of
just mentioning
America.
one side.
Stop. I have a very serious question for you. Is the United States of America supposed to be above board or above the other side?
When it comes down to another country getting
Cool, you can't answer the fucking question. So I'm going to break this down to you. There is a phrase that when somebody goes low, you go higher, meaning that you keep your head above the water. You don't stoop to their fucking level. And so what you're saying right now, and this is your misconception by saying that we are implying that they don't do these things. We're saying, irrespective of that, we should not be doing these things. It does not matter that they've done it. Why does the United States stoop to another country's level that doesn't have what should be better morals?
Can I speak now?
If it's a
Are you gonna let
direct
me finish
answer,
like a whole
anytime you are not providing a direct answer to my question, absolutely the fuck not, you do not get to just go on your own monologue, okay? If we are the superior fighting force, which no one is saying that we are not, right? We do have one of the strongest militaries in the world. There is no denying that, okay? We are supposed to be taking the high road. We are supposed to be above board. We are literally one of the countries that initiated the Geneva Conventions after World War II in fighting the fucking Nazis. It was our attorneys that prosecuted them at The Hague. We are the ones who have set the standard, my guy. We set the standard. So yes, it's a fucking problem when the United States of America commits fucking war crimes that they have previously tried other countries for.
You're so funny. Look, can I talk to you?
No!
Can I finish a sentence, please? Why? You
Address
won't let
what
me
I
answer the
just
question.
said.
You asked me a question. You asked me
That
a
you
question.
didn't
Let me
answer. So I answered it for you.
No,
Address
you
what I
didn't
just
even let me
said.
fucking answer, chat. Did she let me?
If you want to talk to the chat, I can hang up on you and you can fucking go talk to them in the chat. Yeah, I'm crashing the fuck out. You can leave my goddamn live if you don't like it, Diesel. I don't give a fuck. The point is, the United States has previously been the one that fucking tried other goddamn countries and their military service members for committing these same crimes. We do not get a free pass.
Shut the fuck up.
You first,
Shut
you dumbass.
up. When the bombs drop and the nuclear bombs
Yeah,
go,
I get
are you
it.
gonna say,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
At least we set the standard.
So you're okay.
No, you're not.
I just want to be clear. You're okay with the fact that our soldiers in Iraq committed fucking war crimes. You're okay.
Those people got in trouble. Those people.
You didn't even know about them, you dumbass!
I didn't say I didn't know about them.
You
I
did
said
it!
They didn't really do.
Izzy, did he or did he not even know about them? I'm being so for real right now.
He said that he didn't know about like the war crime brigades and like 520 Kill Squad, but
Yeah, because he said like only one person got killed.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's like, they committed like one war crime, like one person got killed.
No, there were plenty of war crimes committed, and that's across the services, across the branches.
Yeah, so you didn't even fucking know about them.
I didn't know about them.
You didn't.
I said I didn't know about 520 Kill Squad. That's just one of them. That doesn't mean I don't know about all of them.
You said there was only one. You only knew
No,
about
I
one
didn't.
thing.
I said
You're
one
not gonna
thing.
fucking
Yes.
gaslight me, you dumbass. Like, I'm so sick of it.
Remember what it was specifically, but the guy on WikiLeaks, I think he leaked it. That got him in trouble for leaking that. It was a big thing. Look it up. The guy on WikiLeaks, he leaked something that we did. We bombed some buildings, some civilians, or something like that, and it was a big like mess. And people found out about it, and it wasn't a good look on our country. And I agree that was wrong, but it's very rare and few in between that we do these things. These people target civilians. They hide behind civilians.
And we just did the same thing in Iran. And we killed thousands of kids in Iraq and Afghanistan. That's a fucking fact. And again, I'm saying all of these things are bad, but at least I can admonish our active duty service members who did it, and I can admonish the fucking president who okayed the final orders for it to happen, and yet here you are just swallowing Donald Trump's dick.
You hate Donald Trump so much. You got such media.
I am literally talking shit on fucking Bush and Obama and Biden and Trump. I just fucking did. Where are your ears?
His ears are shoved inside of his asshole.
No, I think his ears are inside of Donald Trump's ass.
That's probably also true.
Because it's so far up there. He can't hear anything anymore. He can literally hear Donald Trump's bowel movement as it goes past his head.
Jesus Christ.
I probably should have came with the trigger warning. I am sorry, guys. That was a little too much in graphics. Holy for fuck's sake. It is so fucking asinine. Have you calmed down yet?
Can I tell you something, though?
No.
Why?
How about,
Miss
here's what I
TBS.
want you to do. No, right now you're showing your Trump devotion syndrome. Your TDS is showing, okay? So here's what I want you to do. When I bring you off of mute, because right now you are absolutely muted, I only want you to do one thing. I want you to admonish Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth for the bombing of the schoolgirls in Manab. Now.
You don't tell me what to do.
Okay, bye. I absolutely do when you're on my fucking live.
That was fucking wild. Good.
People are saying there's no proof we did it. Yeah, no, we just have fucking pictures of the goddamn Tomahawk missiles. Yeah. Well, there's no proof. Even though the United States intelligence reports that they've leaked out to the press have fucking said that we did it. Fucking dumbasses, motherfuckers. Hold on. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
No problem did it. Yeah. No.
Hello? I hate that sound in my ear. Thank you guys so much for all of the super chats that came through during that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Are you there?
Fucking way too loud. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey.
Hi, how old are you?
30.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
What's he done that's earned your continued support?
What's he done? Let's see. Personally for me, like at his last national address, I liked how he was like, I guess you could say, commemorating like people that were like families that were injured and people that were in debt, and he's trying to help out the country and like lower inflation and all that.
Cool. So you support every president that's ever been president in history, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, every president whatsoever, including Biden, Obama, Bush,
Oh,
Clinton.
not Biden. I still call him Sleepy Joe all the time.
Oh, well, but wait. You said that hold on. Did you or did you not just say that you liked how Donald Trump was acknowledging service members and their families?
Oh, I said that.
Yeah, okay. Well, Joe Biden did that too.
Oh,
Oh,
I know.
you know.
Yeah. I'm not
So you
saying that
support
Biden
Joe
didn't do it,
Biden.
but I mean, like, huh?
So you support Joe Biden.
I mean, it can go either way. I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad president, but he's not like, I'm not really on his side that well, so.
Neither am I, but I can at least acknowledge reality and facts.
Okay.
Also, I can't wait for the inflation report this week.
Are you trying to say that's going to be higher? Or are you trying to go against me?
The only reason, actually, let's try this. All right. We're going to try this real quick. What do you
Okay.
think are the two things that brought down inflation for the month of February?
Two things that brought down inflation.
Yeah,
Um,
the inflation rate.
personally, I guess number one, I might have to say, let me, sorry, I just haven't gotten my information in a while.
You can take a
I don't
guess,
know.
or you can just say I don't know. It's either way is fine. I don't expect you to know.
Personally, yeah, I don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
I really
that's
don't know.
totally acceptable. Gas prices and the cost of used cars were
You know,
the
I was
two
gonna say gas
things,
prices, but okay.
and you would have been correct, right?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. So yes, it was gas prices and the cost of used cars that brought down our overall average inflation, because gas prices were down
Yeah.
5.9% year over year, and then the
Okay.
cost of used cars were down 3.2% year over year. And
Okay.
so that's why our inflation rate was at 2.4%. And then now our gas prices are up significantly higher than they were this
Yeah.
time last year. In fact, actually, let me go ahead and pull up the EIA.gov. Gasoline. Apparently, the last guy is now talking to Polly, is he?
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I know I don't know if you saw it. Thick sent it to some chat. I don't remember which one, but I believe March was the single highest gas hike in U.S. history.
Yes. I believe it. I know as of the 30th of March, we were up 82 cents to the gallon year over year.
Well, do you guys have any other questions for me?
No, I guess not.
Oh, well, can I ask some questions to you
What's up?
since you don't support Trump?
Correct, I do not. Izzy and I won't leave out Izzy from here. What's up?
Well, what do you not like about Trump, like specifically?
To start with, for me, I don't know what Izzy's answer is going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be similar to mine. I don't support a president that actively goes against articles and amendments of the United States Constitution.
Yeah, that's
Well,
about
personally,
on par
I
with
think
what mine is.
I'll let Izzy talk.
I took an oath about 11 years ago to uphold and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. So whenever the President of the United States is using the Constitution as fucking toilet paper so that he can get his white supremacist dream, yeah, I take a very extreme issue with that.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, I think that it's maybe okay if he bends the rules a bit, but it doesn't seem to be affecting me that badly in my state. I know he's done some stuff like threatening other countries and the whole Iran thing. I mean, I'm not really I'm not really supporting the Iran thing, but I'm just saying I know he's done some stuff, but I think it's a good cause. Hello?
Okay, like that has nothing to do with the Constitution, I didn't think. Because I was just talking about
I
that.
mean, huh?
Okay. No, attacking Iran was not for a good cause. They did not have nuclear weapons. They were 10 years away from even being able to have a weapon that was capable of hitting the continental United States.
Yeah, okay, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, like Trump, like with the other countries, I think he's doing a good job because it's like, I mean, he's giving them the punishment they need and everything, like the terrorists.
What? The punishment they need.
Yeah, that's right.
The fuck does that even mean? Thank you, Pivo.
I mean, like with Venezuela, like how they kidnapped their like leader, their president. I mean,
That's not
that was like
tariffs.
for a good cause. What?
You said like
No,
with tariffs.
Oh
no,
yeah,
I think he
that
said
too.
T-Risk.
With like China and
Oh,
Canada and Mexico and all that stuff.
No, he did say tariffs.
oh, I misheard. My bad.
That's funny. Yours would have actually made sense, but most people that call me don't try to use TikTok friendly language. I mean, I don't either. I gave up on that a long
I
time
was
ago.
just using a TikTok friendly language there because I'm up here, so I'm just like, yeah, let me not get Ari's life taken down.
Dude, I literally said somebody was shoving someone's DICK in their mouth and TikTok
Yeah,
didn't
you're right.
flag
You're
me.
right.
It really just does what it wants.
So,
but like I was just gonna say something. Like
What's up?
I heard the last call with that guy, Jacob. And I agree
Was
with
that his
him.
name? You
yeah.
might agree with him on
No,
that
I
it's
do
so
agree with him. Like on the, I mean, like with the whole intelligence thing. Like, it's not really our president's fault, or, I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Who is the commander in chief of the United States military?
Donald Trump.
Okay, cool. So whenever Donald Trump gives an order, right, and Pete Hegseth gives an order to the chief of staff of the Air Force, and then the chief of staff of the Air Force gives that order down to the lowest level, right?
Yeah.
In this specific case, it would have been probably a captain or a major that's flying the planes, maybe a lieutenant. Would they then be held liable for giving that order?
I mean,
You're awesome.
when you put it like that, but also, it's. I mean,
when I put it like when I put
fault.
it like exactly what the fuck it is, because that's exactly what the fuck it is.
Well, sir, I mean, I'd say partially, but like, it's also partly their fault if the lower class is getting it wrong. Am I right? Like, if they're next, like, if like the lower military getting it.
Cool.
Huh?
I'm gonna ask you if you know what a term is. I need you to understand this is actually a job within the United States Army. Are you familiar with what a fister is?
A what?
A fister.
I don't know if you said sister or fister, but
FISTER.
Yeah.
What is it?
A family member.
No. A fister with an F, not an S.
Oh, okay.
Is a forward observer, right? Their job is to find the target that we want to make no longer be fucking there, right?
Yeah, I guess.
If they fuck up on their job, it is going to be double checked by someone that is behind them, like fucking kilometers away. if not thousands of kilometers away, right? They're going to be looking at that area and say, hey, double check that fucking mark. Because there's intel that this is not what you think it is. Right? The intel wasn't faulty. The reality of the situation is that they just didn't give a shit. Because Pete Hegseth has come out and said, as the Secretary of Defense, said, hey, those rules of engagement, they don't fucking exist for us anymore. We're not going to play by those fucking rules. We're not going to tie people's hands behind their backs and expect them to go do their job. When the reality of it is that it's not tying people's hands behind their backs. It's making sure that the job gets done fucking correctly.
Okay. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying, but on my side of the things, I gotta say, I mean, I know it's the Fister's job to, like, I guess maintain or look over or whatever the hell you said, because I barely paid attention, but I mean, the Fister could also do their job incorrectly. I mean, have they not, like...
And it's going to be double-checked by someone else. It's going to be verified by someone above them.
Okay. So, like a manager or, like, an officer, like someone like that?
By fire direction control.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into the like logistics of field artillery, like the breakdown of how field artillery works with you, because I don't have the mental bandwidth to. But like, my guy, there's always someone double checking what the fuck is being sent up when it comes to any type of intelligence.
Yeah. Okay. I understand that.
So to say that it was faulty intelligence is just being intellectually dishonest. Either you're lying to yourself so that you can continue to get support for him, or you genuinely just don't give a shit about children's lives. And I think that's actually more disgusting.
Well, when you put it like that, I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'm not gonna answer that. I got another question though.
No, I'm okay. You haven't listened to a lot of things that were being said, so I don't think it's a good idea to keep you up here to answer another question that you're not going to listen to. So I hope you have a good night. Guys, really quickly, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. If you are new here and you haven't hit that follow or that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Guys, over on TikTok, don't forget to follow Izzy. He doesn't do his own lives really anymore, but he does hang out on panels. And don't forget to show him some love on gifting as well. I'm just gonna read a few super chats real quick. Him saying I can respect your position was like him saying I agree with you, but I still support Trump just because. Yeah, it was about the vibes for that one caller. The irony of George Bush going to war over war crimes. Yes, I actually don't understand that one, but there's a lot I don't. What? Okay, I love the tone policing, right? What you're doing right now is exactly what they want us to do. Wars will happen from now and many more later. It's not about people, it's about wealth and power. Nothing we can do will change it. I finished the sentence because it does have a character limit like fucking TikTok chats. Correct, right? I'm not going to say that me talking to people is what they want me to do because they definitely don't want us talking. They want us to be divided. And so actually engaging in conversations is not that. I will just disagree with you on that one part. Will things change? No, it's always going to be about power and greed because that is end stage capitalism and that's where we're at in life. If you don't like it, then that's what you do. You get rid of capitalism in order for us to move on as a world and as a society. And thank you, Barbaric, for the bits over there too. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, hello.
Hi, how old are you?
It doesn't really matter. I just
Okay,
wanted to
bye.
ask.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Oh.
You're awesome.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I am 27. I can't believe it actually got through.
You're
Yeah,
awesome.
you did. Fantastic. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What has he done to earn your continued support?
So I support him in a super roundabout way, and bear with me here. Um, I'll just hit topics. I think he's handling. I like the way that he's handling Ukraine and the Epstein files, and domestic and abroad. I think he's doing such a horrible job that it is. Sorry, let me collect my thoughts here. I think it's exposing like systemic issues that have been present for a long time, and opening up Americans' eyes by and large to some things that need to change. And things like your show are coming about, and I think that's really good. So I want him to stick around. I'm glad he got the second term, so that this could all come about.
Accelerationism?
So it's cliche to say accelerationism, right? But in a sense, yes, but not exactly. I think it was like a necessary thing, not to speed it up too much, but it's I don't really know how to put it into words too well, but it was a necessary thing that had to happen, you know?
What's the end game?
The end game,
Yeah.
and from what perspective?
For your perspective.
Oh, what I would like to see come after his presidency?
Or like what's your desired outcome, yeah, from this?
So, okay, so abroad, we've completely pushed away our NATO allies, right? I think with that, I would really like if Europe and the Pacific to become stronger on their own, because it was a bit irresponsible for them and for us to be so dependent on the United States. It was convenient, but that would be good. And I think regarding things like the Epstein issue, right? If there were some way, if checks and balances could be reinforced better, so that you can't just cover up something so fucking huge, pardon my language, so huge, that would also be incredible. But truthfully, for on the domestic side, if we could just have a good quality of life, like healthcare, reasonable healthcare like Europe has. I mean, if you bunch Europe up all by itself, we're not that dissimilar. You know what I mean? I've traveled a lot, and I've seen how other countries can do things, and it's ridiculous that we as Americans are settling for how it has been. And I'm 27. I grew up through Bush, and it's been like the same. It's been worse recently. Don't get me wrong, but it's been kind of the same for the whole time. It sucks, So I think Trump is a good thing, but at the same time, really bad. But I would also, sorry, I'm kind of rambling.
You're
I also think the
awesome.
previous, sorry.
Ignore that. It's Streamlabs.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What was I gonna say? Oh, I think the previous presidents have been just as well, not just as bad. They were low key kind of evil, but just on the down low. I'm speaking with CIA,
Okay, sorry,
stuff like
I
that. And
can't do the
go ahead.
diatribe anymore. Okay, so desired
Go ahead.
outcome that I understood from you is simply that Europe takes care of themselves. Fine. We can all agree that NATO and Europe should have been doing more on their part. It's shameful on Europe and NATO, the other countries in NATO, to have not done more before Russia invaded Ukraine, right? Like I
Hard
can agree
agree.
with that. They should have been focused on their military the entire time instead of resting on their laurels, right? And I can even say to a degree that part of the reason why Russia was able to invade Ukraine the way it was is that Europe and specifically the NATO allies rested on their laurels and that it let it happen to a degree. We didn't even
Yeah.
NATO didn't even do anything when Russia tried to invade Georgia, the country, not the state, right?
You speaking about back in the day in the 90s?
2008.
Was that 08?
Yes, that was 2008.
Wow. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was a 9-year or 9-day war that happened in 2008 where Russia tried to invade or get the separatists to take over Georgia.
Yeah. Well, what were they doing? Like, where was Europe
That's
then?
what
You
I'm
know what I mean?
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's an issue and that they didn't do
Yeah.
enough. And for the person spamming in my comments, NATO advanced on Russia. I'm going to help you out with something. There's this cool little document signed between NATO, all NATO countries at the time, and Russia in 1997 where Russia agreed to NATO expansion. Cool. Just putting that out there. Y'all can look it up. It's called the NATO-Russia Founding Act of 1997. Super easy to find. Feel free. Yeah, Russia tried to annex Georgia. And again, the only thing that they did was have a mediator just be like, y'all, can you guys just figure it out, please? Because we don't want to get involved. Can you guys just figure it out? And what they ended up doing was basically breaking off two parts of Georgia, kind of like what Russia wants them to do right now to Ukraine. And
Yeah,
because they were
correct me if I'm
allowed to
wrong.
do it in 2008, that's why they think they should be allowed to do it again in the great year of our Lord, 2026.
They correct me if I'm wrong. They tried to do that in 2014 as well, with in regards to Ukraine.
They did illegally annex Crimea.
Yeah. So that's why I support Donald Trump. And it's a very roundabout way, and
It's
I just
strange,
hope
yeah.
it awakens more of us. You know.
Okay. Well, sure, I guess. No, I mean, I don't agree with that, but thank you for the sub over on Twitch. All right, man. Well, I'm going to let you go, okay?
Yeah. Thanks for doing the YouTube show.
No problem. Thank you. Oh, goodness. 1 second over on YouTube and Twitch. Anyways, I know it's hard. It's been weird. I think we can take one more caller. Did you want to stick around, Izzy?
Yeah, I was about to go recharge points and light up a gift gallery thing real quick.
Giddy up. Thanks, Lenny. Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can. How old are you?
19.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And what year were you born?
I was born in 2007. I turned 20 later on in May.
Nope.
I have a leak.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. How old are you?
19, ma'am.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. What year were you born?
What?
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thanks, Izzy.
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
31.
31. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, a little bit.
A
Not
little
like
bit.
before, but
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump achieved that's earned your continued support?
I mean, I feel like he's good for the economy at the moment.
What part of the economy?
Basically trying to get back what the U.S. lost, which is like, manufacturing and
When did we lose manufacturing?
oh, I would say probably back in, I don't know the exact year, but I would say probably late 2003, I would say.
And how did we lose manufacturing in
I
2003?
mean, all the jobs went overseas. Like let's say all the
How?
car manufacturing went overseas.
How?
All the because the like taxes on the companies were like crazy amount, so they didn't want to pay the employees you know their fair amount, so they had to go
When was our
source.
highest corporate tax rate in the United States history?
I'm sorry, say that again.
When did we have our highest corporate tax rate in US history?
I don't know. Can you tell me?
The 80s.
Okay, the 80s.
So why did it take them 20 years to leave the US? Because of high corporate tax rates when they were dropped down after the 80s.
Um, I'm sorry. You said why was it dropped down?
No, I didn't ask why the corporate tax rate was dropped down. I said, how did we lose jobs, manufacturing jobs in early 2000 when it wasn't because of a high corporate tax rate? They were steadily being brought down due to Reaganomics.
Okay, and can you explain that more? You said Reaganomics
Yes,
because
he
of the
was the
Reagan
first
administration.
one that trickle down economics. You're familiar with that term?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So, trickle down economics was the idea that if we lowered corporate tax rates, and so therefore the corporations had the ability to make more money because they weren't being taxed at a higher rate,
Right.
that then they would trickle down their income to their employees.
Correct.
Yes, so that's trickle down economics. And that started during Reagan's presidency, where he started lowering the corporate tax rate. And it has never been increased, not even once, since he was
So
president.
why did we lose manufacturing then?
Part of that, oh my gosh,
Hey, I'm a big
there's so
fan. I'm just
much.
trying to educate me.
Yeah, they just stopped building the industries to begin with. Like they weren't focused on building the infrastructure. Also, our inflation started going up, up, up. And so we did have to increase how much we were paying people. And also capitalism and corporate greed. If we made an
I mean,
iPhone in the United States of America, it would probably cost $4,000 to purchase one.
right,
If
right,
not
right. I
6,000,
understand.
because I think right now they cost like $2,000.
I mean, I understand that, but what I'm trying to say is, Trump is trying to help, like get back those jobs we lost, and then help,
How is
tax
tariffing
or
countries, which is
tariff.
an upfront tax, how is tariffing countries, which is an upfront tax on the corporation, going to incentivize corporations to open new manufacturing jobs within the United States?
Because they're gonna get deals and they're gonna get tax
Corporations
cuts,
are going to get deals? What deals are the corporations getting?
tax cuts.
What tax cuts? They didn't get a tax cut.
Yes, they are. They're gonna get what, like 35%,
So what is do you know what the current corporate tax rate is?
like what, 21?
It is 21. So why would they get 35? That would be higher.
I mean, they're gonna get a lower tax.
They already do.
They're gonna get more lower tax. So that's what I'm trying to say. And Trump,
Oh my God, is
he's
he
trying to
always?
do his best to try to get those jobs back for us. And then, other than economics, Trump is, how many wars he stopped?
I'm sorry. Okay. Hmm. What war has Trump stopped?
I mean,
Because I
the
can't do
Sudan,
economy. Like
the
I can do base
Sudan,
level
the
economy.
Sudan
I can do
conflict.
war a lot better.
I'm sorry, go
Which
ahead.
one?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying I'm not like I can do a little bit of economy. I'm not the most well versed on it, but I can do war all fucking day. So tell me, what war did Trump stop?
I mean, he did. I wouldn't say war, but I would say like
No.
conflict.
You just
Like,
said that he stopped wars. You just said that he stopped wars. So
okay, yeah,
what
like
war did he stop?
I mean, he did do a ceasefire for Israel and Gaza, right?
Yeah, how long did that last? A whole what? Fucking 12 hours?
I
People
mean,
are still getting
it's
killed on the
not
streets
his
of
fault.
Gaza.
It's not his fault. He can't control
People
what
are
the Israel
still
government.
no. People then the war never stopped. Just because a
But he
ceasefire was
said,
signed doesn't mean that the war stopped. If the bombs are still fucking flying, the bullets are still fucking flying, the war's not over.
Both sides are treating that ceasefire like it's a fucking light switch. They just turn it on and off as they please.
right? I mean, I'm saying both sides might not,
So then, exactly what Izzy
they
said,
both
the
sides
war
didn't
is still
stop it,
ongoing.
but he did try to help and put a stop to it. If both sides are still shooting at each other, then that's a
Then he
deal
didn't
for
achieve
them.
that, and it's the war is not over. So you can't give him a trophy or an achievement prize for ending a war that is still actively
Tried and
ongoing.
if he tried and there was a ceasefire, I mean, he did do his job. If they after that, if they started, shooting at each other again, that's a different story. And then that's not the only conflict he stopped. The Sudani conflict, he helped put negotiations to them having peace. Um, what else?
That's not
I mean,
ending a war. In fact, he started multiple different conflicts, right? We had no business going into Venezuela and abducting their leader and doing the airstrikes that we did there. We have no business being in Iran currently, right?
I'm sorry.
He is starting
Let's one by
more
one.
conflicts.
You said, AJ, you said you were in the military?
Yeah,
What year were you in the military?
I was in from 2015 to 2024.
Okay. Um, are you happy with what Obama did? We had the most drone airstrikes ever. He was the only president
At the
that had the
time,
most
at the
drone
time,
strikes.
sir, at the time, yes, Obama had the most drone strikes in his 8 years. And then in Donald
And
Trump's first, hold on. And then in
I
Donald
just
Trump's, hold on.
my
And hold
my
on. Hold on. And then in Donald Trump's first 4 years in office, he beat Obama's record, and the number of drone strikes dropped. In his 4 years out of Obama's 8, Donald Trump said, let me one up that. And he did.
do you have a report I can look at, or I can check on myself?
Yeah, I'll get it for you. Go ahead and Izzy while I go pull it back up for people because they don't know anything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
All
to,
right.
to answer your question, no, I don't support what Obama did, but I can also differentiate. I can point out the differences between what Obama did versus what Trump is currently doing. Right? Do I agree with what Obama did by using drones to the capacity that he did? Absolutely fucking not. But I also understand that what Obama did wasn't targeting a school. What Obama did wasn't abducting the leader of a nation. What Obama did wasn't just carte blanche bombing around a capital where civilians live.
Okay. All right. So let's do. You said Obama didn't bomb the children, which I
never said that he
don't
didn't bomb
agree with.
children. That's not what I said. I said that he didn't target
Obama
a
did
school.
bomb children and
I
other
never said that
civilians
he
like
didn't.
women.
I said that he never targeted a school. There's a difference.
All right. Let's talk about the school. You say Trump targeted his school.
Yes, this has been all we've been over this a few times.
Okay. The school that was being targeted, was it being targeted deliberately or was it like an accident?
It had been a school since 2018, up and running as a school 100% since 2018.
Okay, all right. And is that school next to any, let's say, military bases or any, let's say, IR, let's say, police stations or
Yes, it
anything that
was
has?
close to a IRGC base, but by more than 2.7 meters, which is our range of
Okay,
air for our military GPS targeting. 2.7
okay,
meters is
all
our
right.
range of
And
air.
do you know what, do you know what bomb was used?
A
Tomahawk
tomahawk.
Okay, all right. And how accurate are those tomahawks?
I just
already
within
literally just told
2.7
you.
meters. That is our
I'm sorry,
margin
I
of
didn't.
air.
You said
Within
2.7
2.7
meters?
meters is our margin of air.
To give you reference,
Okay.
2.7 meters is a little bit
Considering
under
like,
9 feet.
all right, so like you are saying like, what about if there was any? I don't know
We can
how
do
those bombs
whataboutisms all
are
fucking
guided.
day.
I mean, I just don't
The
know how
fact
those
the fact of
bombs
the
are
matter,
guided.
the fact
But
of the matter, the fact of the matter
the
is
facts do
that
matter, all right? The
no,
facts matter, and I'm so
That's not what
sorry
he's
for those
saying.
children and their families. But I'm just trying to say, I don't think it was deliberate. I feel like it was an honest mistake,
okay,
which
so
Trump
hold on,
needs
hold
to
on,
man
hold on,
up
hold
and
on,
say
hold
that.
on. When Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, gets up on stage on camera and says, "Hey, we're taking, we're going to take the red tape off, right? There is no more rules of engagement, right? Go out and do what you want. We will give no quarter."
Come on, man. He's a freaking what news anchor?
He is the
I
secretary. He
don't
is
know
the
why
sitting
I don't know
Secretary of
why he's the
Defense
Secretary of Defense or whatever he is. Like I don't even know why he got that job. I don't know how he got that job.
because he's
Nobody
going to do
knows.
exactly what the fuck is happening currently.
Slob on
You,
that knob.
the real reason, right? So, do you know who the first Secretary of Defense appointed by Donald Trump was in his first administration?
I forgot his name.
General James Mad Dog Mattis, right? And what General Mattis did, he was the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the former chief of staff of the Marine Corps, or commandant of the Marine Corps, right? Beloved by the majority of the military. In fact, a large part of the reason why he won so much of the military vote back in 2016. So here's what happened with Mattis. Mattis is a no bullshit type of person. He's going to speak his fucking mind, and he's not a goddamn yes man. The other part of it is that he took his oath to stop. The other part of it is that he took his oath to the Constitution very seriously. And whenever he resigned, as he was on his way out, he said that Trump is a fucking fascist. This man is a goddamn dictator. And he refused to co-sign the bullshit that Trump wanted to do back during his first administration because he said, hey, that doesn't align with our Constitution. Hey, that doesn't align with the rule of law whenever it comes to war. He told Trump no so many fucking times.
Mm-hmm.
Trump wanted someone who wasn't going to tell him no. Trump wanted someone who was going to be an advisor to him that just said, yes, go ahead and do that, Mr. President. That's why Pete Hegseth got the
that is
fucking
one
job.
of his flaws.
That is why Pete Hegseth got the job. You wanted to know why? That's why.
Yeah, he wants somebody that takes whatever he says, and does it right away, And excuse me, English is not my first language, but I'm just trying to say
Well, if that's the case, your
whatever
English is pretty good.
Trump needs people that are qualified for the jobs. And if he doesn't have those people, there's going to be accidents and mistakes. But at the same time, Trump is the person we need because.
Let me get
Can
this
I
straight.
finish?
Let me get this straight. You're supporting a man who's putting people who are not qualified for those positions into those positions.
Yeah. At the same time,
Oh,
that's the reason he needs people that do know, like let's say military. He needs generals and stuff like that. If he has the right people with him, that would not happen. He's good for the economy, and we need like a macho guy.
oh my God.
Like
Stop.
let's
Why do
say
people say
China.
macho
China
guy?
has
That's so
a
weird.
dictator. Russia has a dictator.
Okay, I'm gonna
They're doing
pause.
good. They're
Okay.
they're.
N- are you saying we need a dictator?
I mean, I'm not saying we need a dictator. I'm just saying we need a person that's gonna fight for the country. We don't need a person that's gonna just say what we want to hear.
If the economy is doing good, why is it that we can't stabilize our job market? And why is it that we are going to be having a higher inflation?
I mean, the reason for a higher inflation is because we just keep printing money without having something to back it
When
up.
have we
Give
printed
me one
money?
second,
Please
Mama.
tell me when was the last time we printed money?
Can you give me 1 second, please?
Also, for
I'm
those that are
sorry, what were you
wondering,
saying?
okay, yeah,
I'm sorry, what
when
were you
did we
saying?
print money?
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
When did we print money?
Why do we print money?
When?
When do we print money?
When did we?
Since we stopped like the gold standard or something like that.
Why does that affect 2026 right now? Something that we did in the 1900s.
Because we don't have stuff to back it up. We can't just keep printing money and expect other countries to just take it. You know, we need to have oil and gas, just like how the Middle East is doing, and that's what Trump is trying to do. He's trying to get oil and gas as a backup for
Please change your
currency.
smoke detector when we are done with this call. I'm so tired of hearing the beeping. Please change your battery when we are done with this call.
Okay.
It is a fucking fire hazard.
Other than that, did you want to say something?
We have been considered the predominant currency in the world since well after we ended the gold standard.
And yeah, and that's starting to end. You know, did you ever hear what was it, BRICS?
When did BRICS start?
I don't need to know when it started, but they're trying to come up with their own currency.
When did BRICS start?
All right, give me a second. Let me look it up for you.
It's actually relevant to hear. I blame the fact that I have these new
What?
headphones and they're just
2009. It was established in 2009.
no, they got together in 2001. Why haven't they
No.
created their own currency yet?
It started in 2009, and that's what I'm
Four
sorry.
of the
That's
countries
when
came
they're trying
together.
to start their own
Originally, no,
currency,
see,
but
here's the
you
difference,
think
right? Pause. It was originally BRIC, no S, right? So, no, it started in 2001. Thank you, Rosa, for that. Started in 2001. And then South Africa joined on. And then that became the fifth one. And then in 2009, where they created a formal agreement with all of that.
I mean,
Why haven't
from
they
what I'm
created their own currency in 25 years?
the reason they haven't done that because at the moment they're not able to do that because the U.S. Dollar is still like the best currency. at the moment, but I don't believe that's going to be possible. Like, I don't believe that's going to be the best currency in the future.
Oh, okay.
If
Well,
we,
sorry. I'm going to help you out with something. This was your point that you said that they're trying to create their own currency, which is not true. BRICS became a thing. It wasn't to create their own currency. It was to combat the American dollar, which now under Donald Trump, they're succeeding in combating the American dollar because we've lost 11% of our value. I can't take the beeping anymore. Please, for the love of all that is holy, change that thing. I can't do it, Izzy. That stuff hurts my head so much. All right, guys. I'm going to read through some super chats. So if you guys want to send one in, now's the time to do it for me to read it and address your comments if you want to. Let's see. Jesus loves you. He is king. Lord our God. Hail Satan. Sometimes there is no cure for ignorance. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, America. You don't know how to say that one. Americans also yell death to America. Yeah, that is true. Should we just bomb our own country? Thank you, No Name. Sean, thousands of kids were unalived in Iraq and Afghanistan. That's a fact. Swallow that. And Lister, shut MAGA. Shut up, MAGA, if you don't want to do that. I want to be it. I don't understand some comments that I get, Izzy.
Listen, I'm not even gonna try to begin. That last caller hurt my head way too fucking much with all over the fucking place that he went.
All over.
I'm not even gonna try to. No.
It's very difficult. Remember Abu Ghraib 2? I'm sure is yeah. No, nah, we like spicy Ari. I don't get spicy enough. I will admit that. Listen, guys, I want to say thank you because it's because of everybody that's coming in here, especially on YouTube that knows. It's because of y'all for why my calmest video that I've ever posted on my YouTube page is now above 60,000 views. Which is why I try to stay calm. Because y'all engage with it so much more. Oh.
You're awesome.
Thank you, Moni. Don't have one. So if you're trying to find me, sucks to be you. You're not going to find it. I can recommend you to other people, though. Ari and Izzy are right. I got your 6. Thanks, Sean. Love supporting you, my friend. I appreciate that, Jeff. Are you okay, America? Because you all seem to be off the rails at present. Moose. We're not okay.
Not even a little bit.
No, come save us. Fuck Trump, that idiot. I hate him. Can you please say this people says he's king need help? Yes, people that say he's king need help. I agree. Beep. Oh my God, Fiona. Yeah, listen, I have these literally new headphones and they pick up everything. Like y'all can't hear him because you only hear some of the sound being filtered through the mic and you don't hear it as much as I do. But I hear the air. I literally hear the filtration system in the vents, and my fucking camera is gonna piss me the hell off. Sorry, I keep deactivating it, and then OBS reactivates it. It's very fucking annoying. Yeshua was a failed apocalyptic cult leader, nothing more. That's Jesus, by the way, for those that don't know. Hang up and let me call you, and I will win. This guy's name is literally Die Infidels. Are you just going to be an Islamophobe? Because I don't like dealing with people that have phobias. Oh, no, noise cancellation is on, Mr. Wiggles. I just still hear everything. These are just really good headphones. Thank you for calling the stream.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Are you the person that sent the last super chat?
No.
Okay. Well, call back tomorrow, all right?
You're awesome.
Okay, take it easy.
No problem. Okay. I thought I'd give one more caller a try just to see. I don't understand the No Kings protest because legally we haven't had a king since the 1700s. You Democrats are brainwashed. I'm not a Democrat. And if you don't understand the reason why No Kings protests happen, I'm sorry, what other president in history has put an AI picture of themselves wearing a crown, sitting on a throne, or flying in a military jet, dropping what looked like fucking diarrhea on crowds with the crown on their head? What other presidents call themselves king? What other president said they will be a dictator on day one and acts like it now that he's in office? Are they okay, Izzy?
No, they're genuinely not. Like, I'm tired of it.
I like there used to be a level like I loved Moni. For anybody that didn't tune in to just Monida this morning, she played a video of Fox News hosts going like, it doesn't suit it's below the office of a president, it's a disgrace to the office of the president. Just a montage from
The compilation from Obama.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, where is that? Where's the heat for Trump? Like maybe, I wonder what funny. Oh, now I see Matt. Matt sent me a message. My bad, Matt. He probably texted me too. No, he did not. Next time, text me, Matt. I'm not good at checking things. Hold on. Let me see what funny Moni ended on. No, that was a very bad video. Maybe she didn't upload her funny. Oh, you didn't end on a funny? Hold on. No, I just want something like recent. I want an actual news one. Like, why is it so hard to find something from like today?
Was there anything funny today?
I feel like there's always something funny.
Most of the funny stuff I've been seeing are the Lego videos that Iran's been pumping out. I love those so much.
I mean, they are good, but I just want like one video that can be considered funny right now. No, I want short videos. I don't know. Maybe we'll just try this. I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna put it on screen. Hello?
The security line at TSA, but one toddler found an interesting way around it.
Now to a toddler's wild ride at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
This 2-year-old climbs onto the baggage belt and disappears in an instant. The toddler caught up with all the other bags where he enters and passes through an X-ray machine. His horrifying travels then send him into a massive bag room where workers quickly discover him riding down the belt and rush to his rescue.
If I was a parent, that experience would have terrified me because the airline could have charged me for extra check-in luggage. Like, that's scary. And can I say, if I didn't see that video, I wouldn't believe the story at all, because it sounds like the plot of one of those Baby's Day Out movies, you know? Yeah, like the kid goes in, and then he's in the cargo, and then ends up in Paris, and then somehow a cat burglar at the Louvre gets stopped committing a crime, and then they make the baby the president of France, like, you did it, baby, you did it.
Oh, I did not mean to restart that. W. Trevor Noah. Guys, the baby's gonna cost me more. TSA's gonna charge me more. I hit the wrong thing. Go off. Okay, there's my funny news clip. Okay, for those that don't know, I will be on the line tomorrow with Jimmy Snow. So Jimmy Snow on the line. So I will see you guys then. Oh my, I forgot that my backup timed out. Oh well. So y'all have a good night over on YouTube. Oh,
Awesome.
try asking this tomorrow on Jimmy Snow on the line if you want to know. Thanks, Kilo, as well. I'm not doing that. I don't like